Welcome to another episode of Daily Jim. In today's episode, I wanted to talk a little bit about personal branding. Since I've started making these videos a week ago, I've consumed a lot of content from Gary Vee and other personal branding gurus. And the majority of them talk about being omnipresent on pretty much every social media and digital platform imaginable. Today, however, I was talking with a friend who's been running his own company since a few years ago. And he said, because I'm working alone at the moment, or I'm largely working alone at the moment, and I don't have a team at my disposal that could tailor the content to each and every platform, it's probably wiser to simply focus on one main platform and use the other platforms more as a way to spread the same message, but not necessarily customize and edit all the content. That made me think a bit today about what path I should follow. Should I try and be omnipresent everywhere? Or should I really buckle down and focus on that one platform, nearly master it, so to speak, and from there try and leverage that audience and that platform to then transition to other platforms? Obviously, there's no right or wrong answer in this. And if you look at all the different channels, influencers or so that you can find across all the platforms, you will find that both methods can work, and anything in the middle of that spectrum can work as well. So the silver lining I've found so far for myself in all these messages I get from friends, colleagues, former colleagues, as well as these gurus I find online, is that being yourself, so authenticity, and constantly thinking about what can create the most value for people listening, reading, or consuming your content is what ultimately will get you an audience, or what ultimately will make you succeed on any of the platforms. And of course, that means if you want to succeed on Twitter, or in this case, what I'm doing now on LinkedIn, or let's say on YouTube, is the audiences on all those platforms are different. They're in a different state of mind. So even though the content might be similar, the way the message should be conveyed should be different in order to provide the most value for each of the viewers and readers. So for now, what I'm planning on doing is simply focusing on LinkedIn for a bit, as this in just 1 week time has provided me a lot of personal value, and I feel it's also the platform that suits this kind of video style the most, as well as the kind of content I talk about in terms of starting up your own business and trying to do things by yourself and the kind of lessons I learn. I will probably transition to other platforms later on, but I will probably give at least 1 month just focusing on LinkedIn, and we'll see next month if I try to add 1 or 2 other platforms. Ultimately, I think being present on every platform is probably the way to go. But to get to that point and feel like I can really contribute on each and every platform, it will take a while. If anybody has any advice for me in terms of personal branding, or what direction to take, which platforms to focus on, having seen the kind of content I produce and the kind of work I do, I would love to hear from you. Whether it's a private message or a comment below, either way it works. Everything is fine with me. I hope this video was useful to you, and that's all for today. Kind of an awkward ending, but I'll see you all tomorrow.